What's up, Kyle Russell with HydroMind. This is the video I'm the most excited about that I've ever made. And I've been waiting years to make it. It's the future of HydroMind, how we're going to transform. We're already the best in the biz. We already get the best results. We have the biggest reach. We're about to 10x that. We're about to take off like a rocket ship. But in order to understand where we're going, you need to know where we came from. So it all started like this. I took a job. It was in the oil and gas industry in the 70s, way up north in Canada. They found oil and it was in the sand. So they had to mine it. They were digging it up, putting it in these trucks. So these trucks, pretty crazy. They have no driver. So they're driven by a computer and satellites. So these massive trucks are cruising around on their own. My job was to make sure they stayed on course, did what they did, and we controlled them in different ways. And it was a cool job at first, but it started to feel a lot like work, and I was really anxious to leave it. But here's how HydroMind started. So I am from here, and this mine was up here. So I was traveling back and forth in my mid-20s, and it was great because I'd go there and make tons of money, have lots of time off, and I'd travel around and surf the whole time. What started to happen though, because I was spending time away from the water, I'd come back, go on these big trips with these big waves, I'd just get absolutely wrecked. So that's how it started. I was making surfing programs for myself to make sure that that didn't happen. So I could have the money, I could have the career, but I could also have great level surfing and great surf trips. So that's how it started for me. And as things grew, I started meeting people who needed it, started sharing it, and it blew up. And so the reason we make the best products is because I was not out there killing it at surfing. I am one of you. I was out there getting wrecked. So I built it all for myself and started sharing it and learning how to teach it. So that's how it started. But what happened, which is the most important, is when COVID happened, it was like 3 years. So we were considered essential workers. So we kept going, but we couldn't travel. So I couldn't go back and forth. So I brought the family up there, kids, wife. We moved into our house there and we just worked. We've made a couple of trips back to the coast, but I went 3 years with doing the least amount of surfing ever. So I trained hardcore, would still come back, still catch tons of waves, but I started to get stuck at this intermediate level. Like I felt like I was plateauing as far as my skills go because I wasn't doing enough. So now I'm setting massive goals to like get back above to the level I was at when I was in my early 20s. Fitness wise, I'm there. Skill wise, I still got a bit to go, but my goals are massive. I have no doubts I'll reach them. But what's important about this is, so this job, we work 12-hour days, but there's travel on each end. So it's 15 hours total each day. And we weren't allowed to have our phones. That's why I don't have any pictures of me actually doing this job, because it's a very competitive industry. There's lots of people playing and there's trillions of dollars on the table with this autonomous mining system. So when people got caught with their phones, they got fired immediately. And I watched people get fired, dozens of people every single year. So my point about that is I couldn't work on my business. I couldn't do anything for 15 hours a day at week on, week off. And so if you like the content I made, if you got results from the programs I built, I did it with this amount of time with so many constraints. Like I literally had to give up all recreation. All I did was my career, which took most of my time, and then my family. Every other spare second I used to build HydroMind. So what the point about that is, I'm going from being constrained, canter and anchor, to like, we're about to blow up, because now I'm released. I can like fully build my vision of what I see for this and make everything that you think is great, it's about to get 10 times better. So this is what happened. Quit my job. This is the big one, because that took up all my time, right? Now that's gone. I've been released. But one thing cool about this job is it paid a ton. Like I really made a lot of money. And so when I started HydroMind, I didn't have to pay myself from HydroMind. In the 10 years I've been building surfing programs or more, I've never taken a cent out of my business account and put it into my checking account. I reinvested everything. And in fact, I was spending money just to make it grow, just to make it great, because I didn't want to have to do sales every week just to pay my bills. You know what I mean? So I was able to grow it slowly and just like really provide value. So that was amazing. But also, so this job, I want to tell you this just because I want to express to you how much I believe in this, how much I'm invested I'm in it, and how passionate I am about doing this. So this job, they pay tons. They did. And they're very savvy. So they pay tons of bonuses as well, but they got me into a contract. I was locked into a contract. In order to break that contract, I had to write them a check. I won't say how much, but it was in the 6-figure range. I paid that out of my own money in order to quit this job. And it was such an easy decision to make because HydroMind's doing so well. And I'm happy, I'm free, I'm like passionate, I'm energized when I do it, helping other surfers. What a privilege it is to me. And it lights up my life every single day when people send me messages telling me all the results they've gotten, how I've changed their lives, how their surfing's improving quickly and permanently. that's like the best high ever. And I never got that from any paycheck in my life. So I've realized later in life that I was born to be an entrepreneur. I just didn't find it out for a couple decades, but now that I'm here for good. This is all I'm going to do for the rest of my life, and I'm super happy for that. Second part is I hired a team, an incredible team. We got Tim from Santa Cruz who's doing client onboarding. It took a lot of my time, and he's doing it better than I even did. So that's incredible. I have a customer service rep. I have a video editor and a community manager. That was all like the service stuff I was doing. Now I can spend all my time doing what I feel like I'm the best at: making content, getting people results, so helping our clients, and then making better programs. That's it. So everything, if you liked what I've done in the past, it's about to get 10 times better because I have all my time to spend on all those things that matter. So we are already leading the industry. We're about to start really making that gap a lot bigger and being the only choice for when it comes to surf fitness, which we already are. So, and then I moved home full time. So being landlocked was very valuable because it made me very accountable, very in it as far as making programs goes, because I knew it worked because I was doing it every day. If I was killing it at surfing, if I never struggled at surfing, never would have made a program, and I would just be like a guru preaching down on you. But I'm not. I'm speaking from experience. I literally do this training every single day, and I'll continue to do the same because, like I said, I got big surfing goals for myself. I had plateaued as a skill level, but I'm about to blow that apart too, and thanks to the training. So that's where we're at. So the point about all this stuff I just explained is that what we've done. If you like what Hydromind has done, if you had help or just love the content or anything, I was doing it with constraints. I had that much free time in order to build what I've already built. Now, we've been released. So now it's going to get exponentially better because we are literally just getting started and I've been released. So it is going to look exactly like this. So right now, content is the heartbeat of what we do. It's how people find out about us. It's how we can help people the most because it's free and it's super valuable. And right now, we're going to invest massive resources, time, and energy into YouTube. I started a YouTube channel. It's been going for a few years, but it was always on and off. I didn't have the bandwidth, the energy to give it the energy it deserved. I would do a bunch, get burnt out, then quit, and on and off. YouTube is my favorite to make. It's long form. It can be entertaining, but I can get really deep into the detail of the stuff that works. So right now, my plan is to make 1 to 2 videos a week. Right now, we've consistently done 2 a week, Monday and Wednesday, and we're going to continue to do that. As time goes on, as our team grows, it'll get up to 3 times a week for sure. The most high valuable content we can possibly make. So YouTube is our massive investment right now. Next, there's a new newsletter. I never did it consistently, but for the people who subscribe to our newsletter, they're going to be getting first access to our content, access to any collaborations we do, which we do have collaborations coming up, any deals that we do, anything like that. It'll be all high value. Anyone who subscribes to our email letter, I'm not going to abuse that. I don't want to send you spammy stuff. It's going to be high value, very respectful of your inbox kind of stuff. And that'll be very intentionally done to make sure it's valuable and not annoying. Instagram, more the same. Instagram built us, and the content there is great. I love what we do there, and we're just gonna do more of the same. So you can expect these 3 things, what we're gonna do to make sure that anyone who needs our message gets it. So the Waterman Elite program is our bread and butter. We used to have a ton of programs. We deleted them all, consolidated to one ultimate thing, streamlined it. Results have never been better. It is the best program on the market, and it's about to get better. So we focus heavily on the fundamentals, but people always ask for the extras, like the other workouts. They'll see me post on Instagram different workouts I'm doing that are outside our fundamentals, and so we're starting to do that. And I call it accelerants because the fundamentals are the fire, but throwing gas, the accelerants on it are these things. So once you have the fundamentals mastered, adding the accelerants, we'll do that. So you can see I got all kinds of equipment behind me. I'll just show you guys how to use that stuff. It's already started. We've released 2 weeks already. It's going to continue to come. Next thing is weekly Facebook Live. So right now we do the support in the group. People can ask as many questions as they want. We encourage that a ton, and I answer them all. The community helps as well too. But I'm going to do a little more, do lives every week, maybe a couple times a week for different time zones to answer more long form questions, get a little more nuance, and maybe even just have like more socialization, which is cool. Regular meetups will be next. So surfers want to surf, right? We're social people. It's been asked for a ton. COVID made it impossible. So now we're aiming for October will be the first one. It's not 100%. Right now I'm at 90% if we're going to do it in October. and it'll be regular. So maybe once a year, twice a year, whatever works, and all over the world too. So we can hang out and surf together. And then we're actually going to be completely rebuilding the program. It's great. It gets all the results promised. It's the best on the market right now, and it's about to get better. I got so many ideas to make it better. And so this is kind of what it's going to look like. So Waterman 2.0, moving into the future. So a 3-tiered reward system. Right now, we have the 1 minute club. You get this shirt for free when you get into the 1 minute club. And that's holding your breath under stress for 1 minute. Most people, when they try it for the first time, get like 15 to 20 seconds. So a lot of people 3x or 4x their breath hold time with the training, and holding your breath under stress for 1 minute. It's elite, super elite. So when people get that, they get the shirt. It's very cool. It's very motivating. And it's very motivating. So we're going to have 3 tiers to it, 3 different challenges. You get all 3 shirts. You get another prize, which I won't tell you now, but it's really, really cool and very, very cool for bragging rights. Very, very awesome stuff. So we're going to be adding that. There'll be giveaways and challenges. So I've already done lots of giveaways, surf skates, supplements, things like that. We're going to link it to challenges. So it's ways to challenge you, to push you more, to improve all these different areas of your health, your fitness, your surfing, all that stuff, and then to give you prizes for it too. And that's fun stuff to do, very motivating, very engaging. So we're going to continue that. And we'll probably be switching to Zoom meetings where people can come in and collaborate. And I want it to be more collaborative because right now I'm going to make the program less rigid, more user driven. So it is rigid because it's a curriculum that everyone goes through. There's very customizable in there, like all the different things, but we'll be doing it with more feedback. So on the Zoom calls, we can collaborate. I can add different modules. I can delete some. I can give you personal feedback and stuff. So it'll be driven by you. It'll be a lot more personalized and results will be a lot better for that reason. And we're changing platforms. So right now we have one platform where the program is. We have the Facebook group for support. Facebook sucks. I hate Facebook, and most people do. So less than 3/4 of the people who join the program actually join the Facebook group. And it's distracting in there. It's toxic, Facebook. I had deleted Facebook. I only re-added it to run the group. So we're getting rid of that. We're moving to something called School. So if you look right here, there's a section for the community where people can ask questions. There's a leaderboard where people who are the most engaged, we can give prizes away for that. And then we have the classroom here. Where it has all the modules, where I'll be adding all the program. Then there's a calendar where we're putting all the calls, so that, and it'll have, when you click it, you'll get a link to where the call is, and super easy, all in one place. So no one has to have Facebook. So 100% of people who join the program get the community as well too. So we don't have people left behind as far as the support goes. So that's a really, really important thing. We'll be making that switch for 2.0. So 2.0 will be on this platform. And then this is huge. This is a massive announcement where I'm just going to give you a teaser now, which is the next level of HydroMind. It's something that's in high demand, and it's going to be called Surf Something Something. And I can't tell you anything. I'll give you 2 hints. Hint number 1, the people who get the best results in their training seem to have outside forces other than their surfing, but they're using surfing to improve those things, whether they have an injury, relationships, self-esteem, anything in their life. Excelling in surfing starts to improve everything, and it all ties together. And the second people who get really big results that we see are people who have a surf trip on the calendar, which pulls them like a magnet into the greatest health they've ever been in. That's all I'll say. And it's going to be released probably in a few months. So it'll be an announcement soon. So look forward to that. So what doesn't change about who we are is our goals. So on the surface, we're a surfing fitness company. We help people improve their surfing fitness, performance, catch more waves. But what that really does is improves people's quality of life. We are a quality of life company because how you show up in the ocean is how you show up in the rest of your life. Health, man, the ocean will tell you where you're slacking on your health, and we can fill those holes with training. Success, pushing yourself, the discipline, the patience, the persistence, all those things, it reflects perfectly in the rest of your life, as well as happiness. So I always say how you show up in the water is how you show up in the real world. So if you have confidence there, you have endurance, you have patience, you have happiness, that just like radiates into everything. A guy in our program named Todd from Santa Cruz, he once told me, he said, you can tell just by looking at me whether I've surfed lately or not. And it's so true. So like I'll say it again, on the surface, we're surf fitness, but underneath at our core, we're a quality life company, man. We help people enjoy their lives to the fullest. All you need is a surfboard, access to the ocean, and a bit of training. And you can have anything you want in this world. And so that's what we do. So I'll zoom out here a little bit. So this is it. This is HydroMind. in 2022 and beyond, the content is going to be big. So anyone on the planet who needs our message finds it. So no one whose health and surfing are declining has to say they used to surf. So any beginner who's struggling can take the giant leaps into progression so they can be the surfer they dream of. Waterman is where we're going to get the biggest results. The fundamentals, it's super, super important. Community driven, guaranteed results, super reliable, proven stuff. And we can guarantee results that you get in there. And the next tier will be people who want to work a little more closely with me, and have a different kind of experience. And again, I'm not going to say too much. I can't wait to announce this to all of you. So if you're someone who you find your surfing is on decline, you're super frustrated, you don't know what to do, guarantee we can help you turn it around. We do it over and over. It's like the most reliable stuff I've ever seen. Paddle training, breath training, movement patterns works on everyone. Or if you're a beginner and you find you can't get to that next level, you've plateaued, you're not progressing, I guarantee you we can skyrocket you, shorten the learning curve, and make you become the surfer you want to be. So if you're either one of those, there's a link below here. Click the link in the description. There's a video. In that video, I explain our entire Waterman Elite process, step by step, exactly how we do it. At the end of the video, I'll explain to you how you can get involved in the training. So if you choose to do so, how you can get in our community, get in the program, and really, really accelerate your progress as a surfer. And then pretty soon we're going to be announcing this. So that's it. Like I said, we're already the best in the business. Our results are insane. They're about to get better. Our content's about to get better. Our program's about to get better. We're adding the next level so people's results just can be out of this world, and this will never change. We're a quality of life company disguised as a surf fitness company. So that's all I got to say. If you've been with me up to this point, if you've just been following me on social media, if you've been part of my programs in the community, you know who you are. I love you all. And if you're not, now is the best time to become a part of it, because we are about to take off like a rocket ship. We are literally just getting started. I'm very, very proud of what we've done so far. We've accomplished a lot. We've helped thousands of people all over the world. And that is just the beginning. The next 10 years of what we do here, my goals are massive, and you're part of them. You're part of them. So I want you in our community. I want you surfing great. And I know that we have the means to get you there. So that's all I got to say. My name is Kyle Russ. Thanks for being a part of this journey with me. And thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon.